Hello, lovely viewers. My name's Samaya, and this channel is Lady Intuitive. So I have a very special video for my channel today, for the future of my channel, for the future of my college assignments, for the future of my editing, for the future of playing games I could not play on my old computer. My room's a mess, so I'm trying to find a way how to film this without making it look too crazy. And you can kind of see, I think you might even be able to see how kind of crooked my chair is. I need to rescrew it. But I have a little guest. Hey Shar, look at the camera. Girl, look at the camera. I'll make you say hi. She's already been hanging out on top of the box. Here it is. It's really big. It actually wasn't as heavy as I thought it was, as I thought it would be. But I'm just gonna open this up. So as I figured, there's a box within a box. Okay, I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna have to stand up. Oh, this is a nice cardboard. I really need to get back into my crafts, and this is actually a really nice sturdy piece of cardboard that I should try to utilize. I'm gonna toss that. But look, I have an accessories box. And yes, I did get my computer from NZXT. I'm wanting to share a whole backstory on why I'm getting this computer and why I want a new computer and everything that has gone into that. I'm just trying to get into the special beefy part of this because not everyone will care. Have these safety foam pieces. Oh, these are, oh, hold on. Well, I guess I'll take this one now. This is thick. You could probably like do some art on this and make it like a piece of beef or something. I don't know. I just thought of that. I have a quick start guide from NZXT. Wonderful. Oh my god, hold on. So far, my computer is looking much bigger, much wider than I expected it. Even though they do tell you the widths and stuff online, but I don't measure that. Y'all, I'm like that little girl trying to sell her lipstick, like,
come holler me. Y'all,
this is a big girl. I'm like scared to even, I want to flip it over. Oh, I forgot I'm on the camera. Hi, hello. Like, I'm scared too. Kind of just want to pull her out. Pull her out and then slide her out like this. Like, oh my god, the box just gave birth. She's the rebirth of my hobby, my PC hobby. Whoa, hold on. This is getting crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna try to lift her up. Hold on, I'm gonna clear my desk. I was on a phone call with my friend. Shout out to her. I was on a call with my friend and I was also trying to submit this quick discussion post assignment. So I didn't get to open up my computer as quickly as I wanted to. Yo, when I saw this box, I was like, this looks bigger than I expected it to be. And I was like, you know, I've watched so many computer videos, so many pre-built PC videos, pretty much any of the ones you can find, and they usually come in big boxes because they're surrounded by box after box. But like, oh my god, I did not expect it to be this big. This is a huge case. Like, these fans, I wanted to try to do some cinematic shots, but I kind of just want this to be a vlog style. Like, girl, if you want a cinematic PC video, go find something else, because there's so many of them. Trust me, I've watched them. Let me show you guys what this looks like. So it's surprising it doesn't come with one of those bags, as I've seen other ones come with, like those air zip bags. It kind of just comes with cardboard and foam, which that's kind of ghetto compared to what I've seen with other videos. But this case is huge. She's a big girl. Okay, so I'm going to try to open this up. Let me look at the quick start guide. So yes, it says, of course, keep all the original packing materials, remove glass panel. It says loosen thumb screw. I don't see a thumb screw. Mine's not, I have one. I think mine's is just like one you can pull out. Talks about removing interior packaging and reattach panel. Pull out any foam, cardboard pieces, etc. from inside the PC, then reattach the glass panel. I'm gonna do a little bit more than that. I've watched so many pre-built PC guides. I just hope I remember all the steps that I have been taught. Okay, there we go. So yeah, mine can just be pulled out. Yay! Is it one that you just pull up, or do I slide it? Okay. Oh, wonderful. I'm gonna put this to the side. You guys can look in here. Oh wow. So this is what she's looking like. The AIO fan for, oh girl, I did not mean to flip you off. The AIO fan is like huge. I didn't expect it to look that big. It's like space down here. I don't know if that's space for hard drives or what. And these fans look pretty big too. So yeah, I'm gonna remove all this stuff. The graphics card. Oh, she's a big girl. She's a big girl. I was scared. I was like, oh no, she's not that small, but no, look. She got a little bit hanging out. Hold on. Hey guys, so just in this segment of this video, I was just rubbing my palms over the metal part of my computer because I've seen videos that it should be advised to do that in order to get rid of the static, but you may not have to do that depending on if you have newer parts like I do. Oh. There we go. And the rest started falling away. Started falling cardboard off of the GPU. Ooh! She looks so nice. So high class. No more budget friendly. No more budget friendly PC here. Oh my god. So this is what she looks like. Now, my main concerns for my computer is the power supply and the 1 terabyte thing of storage. And 1 terabyte thing of storage will last me for a teeny bit, but I'm gonna definitely have to buy more. I'm just going to touch and make sure that the cables are all good. Okay, I have my phone as a flashlight. I just want to make sure the cables and stuff look good. Like, I don't really know how to check exactly. I think they just said, videos just say to check for, make sure all your cables are not loose. Oh, look. Girl, that one was loose a bit. Hold on. Oh, okay. I think that's all I have to do. RAM, that first one's tight. Okay, got the AIO screen. She's big. She's big. The cables are big. I don't even want to check like everything now. I want to check. So far, it looks like they did some sort of cable management. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, over there. And I can see the power supply in there. Okay, so now I'm about to go through the unplugging process. I just shut down my old computer. Okay, so I literally just got finished setting my new girl up where she's gonna be my desk. I need to reorganize my whole desk setup, so when I show you, it's gonna be messy, just telling you right now. But before I do that, let me show you my old Gil. So this is what my old Gil looks like. It's not a good representation. The lights are, but just look at how dusty she's getting. Child, she was getting really dusty inside too. I think the fans were starting to slow down, and it just didn't help that I have my closet door open since it broke when I was little. But let me show you what my new girl looks like. She's not plugged in or anything yet, nor my closet. But look, she's like huge, but she surprisingly fits on this little wooden computer / monitor stand that I have. Oh my goodness, she just looks so crazy. So I'm gonna open up this accessory box from NZXT. Let me show you. You saw earlier inside the box. Now I'm gonna open it before I start plugging in stuff. I'm assuming this is just like the power cable and stuff like that. Yep. See, so it says, I guess there's supposed to be compartments in here. It says left compartment and right compartment, but girl, there is no compartments. This is power cable, nice and dusty. No shade to NZXT, I'm just saying it's dusty because the cardboard box. Oh, this is used. I don't know what this is. These are extra screws and things, I'm assuming for the future upgrades. It looks like that's a fan cover, but I don't think that's what that is. I think that's just my guess. Here's some cables, I'm not sure what the cables are for. I just know you would connect them to the power cord. No, the power supply through something else. I don't know what that's for. I will do research on that. And if I figure out by the time I edit this video, then I will put that on the screen. I think this is a future upgrade for a GPU because it talks about the graphics card in there. And then the Wi-Fi antennas. I'm so glad it's an Asus motherboard because I don't think it specified that, but it says it right here. I don't think it specified that on the website, so I'm glad it was an Asus motherboard. I do know it said a Z790 motherboard with Wi-Fi, but it didn't say the brand. So I'm gonna start plugging this stuff in, and then I'm just gonna start recording around the time I try to get into the BIOS. But I will show something else that I have. Just a tip that I've learned from videos, from my own video-based research, is for your display, your monitor, make sure you plug it into your graphics card. Okay, that's my DP cord for my monitor. And I learned that I think right here, USBs, the 2.0 is where I've heard that it's best to plug in your peripherals, your closest peripherals, so the keyboard and mouse. All right, so I also got a new keyboard. This is the one I've been using for the past few months, but most of the time I use like my full-size keyboard just because that's what I prefer. So I already opened it up, but this is from Maker. As you can see, it is their RT100 tri-mode mechanical keyboard, as it says. And I've got it, one, because I really want the colors in my setup to be sort of nature-y based, and I really love a sage green or a sort of light kind of grassy green. And it also has this little smart TV screen, which I thought was really cute. I already opened it up, I haven't gone to test it out. When I opened it up, it was kind of like dusty and they didn't have taped up or anything, so like it wasn't like the best packaging, but it still looks nice. And I got the silent keys because I didn't want it to be too loud, but like I kind of regret it just a little bit. And here's like this little volume notch, I think it's called a notch, I don't remember. I have the cord for the keyboard. This is what I'm about to plug in, and then when I get back to you guys, I will be logging in to the BIOS. We're trying to do that. I'm scared. So now I'm gonna plug in the Wi-Fi. I know I said I would come back on with BIOS, but I thought maybe someone might not know how to do this. So you see these golden things right here. My lighting's not the best right here, but you see these golden things right here. This is where you're going to plug this in. I don't know what you call these, but you basically just take these and then you screw it into those golden ports. Okay, so everything major is plugged in. I just turned on the power supply. I'm not making that silly mistake. If you thought you would catch me doing that, no, not happening. Turn it on. She turned on. My keyboard's on. Everything's coming on for the first time. I'm just pressing the delete. Ooh, she's loud when she first comes in. In her BIOS, okay, I'm pressing delete. It says delete or F2. Clicking it. Eek! Eek! Oh my freaking goodness. Let me show you my girl. Oh my god, I actually have an AIO cooler. And yes, I still have this plastic one. You never know. Fans in the front are working and the fan in the back is working. I don't think it's RGB though. I would have to check. I don't remember, but I don't think it's RGB. So there's not much color going on in my computer, but like honestly that's perfectly fine with me. That works, I don't care. And there's two fans from the AIO cooler up there as well, and they're all turned on. I see that it's picking up the storage. Y'all, I'm so sorry, this is like not the best experience. XMP, I think you want XMP enabled. I'm literally gonna watch a video on this. There's my CPU core voltage right there, motherboard temperature right now. But look. Okay. So we have the Z90 gaming Wi-Fi 7 BIOS version, whatever that means. Intel Core i7 14700KF, yes. Speed 5500 megahertz. Memory, blah blah blah. There goes that. Thought that my memory is supposed to be 6000. I believe this is the RAM. Yeah, this is DRAM status, and they're in the right spot.
This is how it works. Giving away all my secrets in this video, my trade secrets. Chrome, hardware. First of all, and sort out our LCD display, because currently it's sideways. So we're going to remove the settings for like large waves. We've got like a streaming. So as it's doing that, start potentially a few times. Just restart it again. That's 3 restarts. There we got a white LED, so it finally trained. And it's green, which means we're in CPU. We got a video. Then we put that back to auto let BIOS optimize. This is going to allow it to.
So at this point in the video, I'm just going to be showing some gameplay, and at the end of the video, it's going to be me talking about my experience buying this computer and why I wanted to buy it. So here are just some of my graphic settings for Marvel Rivals. I'm going to be showing Genshin Impact, Hogwarts Legacy, and maybe some other games as well, so that you guys can see the frame rates. And I just wanted to show the skin for Marvel Rivals. I don't know if it's like still on sale by the time I'm voice recording this, because this is like a while after I originally filmed this video. But I just love that skin, it's so cute. And here's me completing the tutorial. I'm not going to keep this in though. Alright, so here's some Marvel Rivals gameplay. It has actually been a while since I played Marvel Rivals. I think I played this game yesterday, and yesterday after that, before that I have not played in like a month for real, so don't judge the gameplay. But this is how it looks for me. I'm not sure if it's going to be like completely accurate, because I try to have like a little benchmark testing going on right now, but for some reason my frames and the like CPU temp percentage and any other type of benchmarks like that were not showing up when I recorded. And I'm not about to keep recording this. I've been working on this video for like so long at this point, so I'm just going to show what the games look like and you guys can see what it's like from there. But yeah, here's some Marvel Rivals gameplay. Who's your main, if you would like to tell me that, because I always have enjoyed Invisible Woman. When she came out, that's when I started playing, and she's just who I enjoy the most. Now moving on to Marvel Rivals. I'm not sure if my NVIDIA recorder added a little bit of filter, but this is just what it looks like. Just like with Marvel Rivals, I have mostly high and ultra settings for this game, and that is at 1080p because of my monitor is 1080p right now. Just want to let you know that sometimes I get a little bit of flickering, but that's just due to my monitor. I don't think it reflects in the gameplay. So I just wanted to show you guys some combat gameplay, how that looks. It runs perfectly fine. There's no disruptions, obviously. It's a 4070 graphics card. It's gonna run pretty well. I haven't had any difficulties yet, especially with this game. So yeah. The next game I have here is Fragpunk. Now I believe this is literally one of my first games, if not my first game, after doing the training session, and I believe it was one of the first days that this game had came out, like period, on Steam. So I'm sure this game might look goofy to someone who's like a pro player or who's a lot better at it than I am. And the other players in this game, we were all beginners, I'm pretty sure, so that's why the gameplay might look a little bit weird. But this game, I don't think it takes a lot to run Fragpunk very well. I'm pretty sure it needs a little bit more CPU power than it does GPU. So like my 4070 GPU with this NZXT computer isn't going to matter as much as the CPU would, which is an i7, which is fitted for this game. The last game I'm going to be showing in my video is Genshin Impact. I know some people might be like, well, obviously a 4070 i7 type of computer can run Genshin Impact. I just wanted to include it in this video because I know many girls like myself, or other genders as well, want to play Genshin Impact on a PC instead of a mobile device. It's just easier, it's better. And plus on my last computer, Genshin actually looked kind of ugly, like the things were quite jagged, so I wanted to show it, and it looks very smooth compared to how my last computer ran Genshin Impact. So I even went to one of the highest peaks in the game to see how the flying looks and it's mostly in comparison to how my old computer looks. You don't get to see that comparison. I'm just showing it because it just looks a lot more smooth than how my last computer ran Genshin Impact. Like I can see very far into the world without it kind of like lagging or jittering, you know, sort of images into the distance, and it just looks better. It kind of looks like creamier, like the textures kind of look creamier in a way actually. To note, Genshin Impact is running at high and ultra settings just like the other games I featured, but I also wanted to show me switching in between the modules of this menu because my old computer used to lag so bad at this part. Hey lovely viewers, at this point in the video I will be showing / discussing me removing the plastic film from my pre-built, why I got the PC from NZXT in the first place, and I'm just going to be sharing details of my PC buying process, why I got pre-built versus me just building it myself and things like that. If you're not interested in that, then I just ask if you could like this video and appreciate my video by subscribing to my channel if you feel like you would enjoy my content. If not, I just ask that you guys are all blessed and that you enjoy the rest of the video if you are interested into my personal details about why I got this PC in the first place. Ciao! Alrighty, hey y'all. I don't know if you can tell already because of my voice, but it is 6:21. I think that's the daylight savings time, like the exact time when I'm filming this. It has already been in about 2 weeks since I've had this computer, about a week and a half, but it's literally already almost 2 weeks. I didn't really plan to film this 2 weeks later, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's much smarter to plan this to film this pretty much 2 weeks later, because it gives a more, I guess, realistic review process. But I really just wanted to go over my PC buying process and why I wanted to buy a new computer and why I wanted to get it pre-built and not build it on my own. But as you can see, my new girl, she's up and ready. I don't know if you can see it, but you know how you can put pictures on the AIO coolers. I have Princess Jasmine. I was like, everyone usually on videos on YouTube, they have like some random anime character, and I'm like, now that I'm thinking about it, because when I pulled up the actually, you don't care. You actually just don't care. I don't even know I'm trying to like explain this whole process. I just thought it would be cool to have a Disney princess instead of an anime character. And I just still don't like how you guys can see my closet that has no door. Yep. Anyways, so let's talk about why I wanted to get a pre-built and not build my own computer. Okay, so I do want to build my own computer. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that with the money I have now and with the time I have now as a college student, I thought it would be best to buy a pre-built because I don't have time to play around with PC parts as if I was a little mechanic or something. I don't have time for that. I just don't. So I thought a pre-built computer was best for me for now, but definitely in the future, my next big computer, which I really don't need to upgrade anytime soon, but if I get as far into YouTube as I want to, then I would definitely want to build like a very cool, high-tech, very custom PC if I could, and then I would probably give this wonderful PC that I don't need to upgrade. It's just that I would want to if I get further, you know, with my money. I will be a nurse as well, so you know, I would love to splurge if I want to. Then I will give that to my little sisters, or one of my little sisters. So I got my first computer in 2022. I thought it was 2020 for some reason, but like no, I didn't even have my first job in 2020, so I don't even know why I thought that. But I got my first computer in 2022. I was so excited, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I want to compare my old computer specs to my new computer specs, so you can see how much I upgraded, because it is such a crazy difference. So I have literally all of this in my manifestation journal instead of the listing of where I bought it, which I bought on eBay, which is a pretty good source for you to buy your PC actually, if you want it like refurbished or like budget friendly. If you have a good amount of money to spend, first of all, if you have a good amount of money to spend and you're not like a college student, or you just, you know, you have some time to play with parts or hurry up and build your PC, then build your PC. I feel like that's the best option. But if you don't, then you should just go with my option. So if you have more money, I wouldn't really go on eBay. But if you are very budget friendly, like how I was with my first computer, then I would definitely try eBay. It's actually not bad. The seller was really nice, but the listing isn't there anymore because obviously I bought it and then he just deleted it, so whatever. So hey y'all, so I'm gonna do a voiceover for this part because my microphone kept popping and I really want some decent audio for my videos. So my old PC came with an NVIDIA GTX 770 2GB graphics card with 16GB of memory, 120GB SSD, and 2TB on the hard drive, which I thought was pretty cool. And anyways, it was an Intel Xeon CPU, so it was quite old, I'm pretty sure. I went from a 770 2GB graphics card to a NVIDIA 4070 graphics card. I don't know what the gigabytes are. I think there's a way I can figure out, but let's just, I mean, either way, it was like, it's a huge upgrade still. Okay, so I have to go back on the website for my new PC specs because I don't remember them. I'm pretty sure you can't buy it right now. It was, I don't know if it was really limited edition. You know how sometimes they just say that so you buy it, but it was the 4070 player PC edition that I bought and it was on sale. So I was like, why not get it? Because if I buy it anywhere else right now, it's going to be $2,000. So I'm like, okay, this saves me like $150 or something. Hey y'all, I will be covering the specs for my new computer as well through voiceover because of my mic popping. For the CPU, there was an Intel Core i7 14700KF, and yes, the KF does mean something. If you did not know, I would recommend you research that before you buy a pre-built or before you make your own computer. The GPU was an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 470, obviously, since you already know that throughout the video. I had 32GB of RAM, DDR5, 6000 megahertz, 1TB of storage, and obviously it's a Windows 11 computer. It also came with NZXT's program called NZXT Cam, which you may not use if you don't want like extra programs on your computer. You just want it completely free, you know, to use. I understand that. I kept it though, so I can help control the temperature and noise of my RGB fans, and so I can also add the little Jasmine GIF on my AIO cooler, you know. And just to note, I will list the exact specifications of both my old pre-built PC and my new pre-built PC. That way you guys can have the word form of exactly what my PC parts were, what I upgraded to, and what I have now, if you are that curious, because I know these videos, they do well if you add a lot of details for your viewers. But that is pretty much all for my new PC. Anyways, that's pretty much the end of this video. I'm just so happy that I'm done with this new PC process because I've been wanting a new computer. I mean, I've been wanting a high-tech computer always because I have always wanted to be a content creator, and I thought my little budget computer was gonna last me. It was doing pretty well. It was holding on pretty strong, but it just didn't have the specs I wanted. I couldn't play Marvel Rivals. I had bought Hogwarts Legacy, not being smart enough to check the minimum requirements for computers because I thought my little computer was good enough because I didn't fully understand PCs the way I do now. And I bought the game, and I bought like a limited edition one too before. It was like a pre-buy or something, I forget, and I literally couldn't play Hogwarts Legacy until now, so I was so upset about that. So yeah, I couldn't play the games I wanted. I couldn't record gameplay without lag. I had to get a new computer, but I literally had like, let's see, I had like 4 PCs that I was planning to buy before I actually got the one I ended up buying. I even saw one that had a case built like a dinosaur. I wasn't gonna get it. I just thought it would be funny to show. Anyways, that is the end of my video. It has been so long. Like, I wanted to include a little bit more, but I think this video is literally gonna be like 30 minutes, and I think that is enough. That is definitely enough. I know I wouldn't want to watch this video if it ended up being like 40 minutes. I'm just gonna end it there. Thank you for watching my video. I will have any specifications about what I have bought down in the description, and that is all. Wait, kind of a vibe.